It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum.
Alright, I gotta unmute everything. I was looking at that going, Duke, yeah, you heard Duke that time. Right, exactly. I heard him in my ears, and when I looked over at OBS, he wasn't there. And I was like, wait a minute, why are they not hearing Duke? And, as usual, Windows' audio settings have run away and done whatever the fuck they wanted to do without asking anybody else's opinion. So, thanks, Microsoft, for all of your shenanigans. Madre de Dios. Alright, let's see. I need this button. I think that's the right button. Hey-oh, there it is. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to the PC. I have not been up here in a hot minute, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I don't think I've spent significant time in this chair since the last time I streamed boats, which was like 2 weeks ago. Ever since the whole week, last week, run up to Denver was just studio time, right? Down in the studio, slamming away, getting that machine built, running it, programming the stream deck, packing, loading. Madre de Dios. I ended up taking Thursday off last week, too, right? I took Friday off because we flew out first thing in the morning. Thank God we did, too, to get there and do setup on Friday afternoon. But I ended up taking Thursday off. Like, Wednesday, I was like, I'm not going to get done with everything that needs to get done if I don't take Thursday off. So I took Thursday off so that I still had work to do on the stream deck. I had to finish loading everything in cases, weighed everything, wrote the checklists. Everything had to go back. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess, but it was fun. Thank you, Hog. I appreciate that. Man, I'm going to tell you something. Streams like that are a stupid amount of work, right? Absolutely stupid amount of work, but absolutely a blast. And the community reaction has been phenomenal. One of the things that's weird about trying to break into that particular space is that it feels like if you're not like the only game in town, or if you're not at the big enough thing, still nobody's heard of you, right? So it's taken time for people to figure out what I'm doing over there. But, you know, I've done 5, 6 unlimited events, just nothing that big, right? That was easily the largest tournament that's been played in North America. We, between myself and the Late Night Gaming guys on Sunday, my channels and his channel, we crushed the concurrent viewer record for a Star Wars Unlimited, gameplay live stream. We had 1,400 people watching on Sunday at the height. Our peak was 1,400 CCVs, which is pretty awesome. So, like, I'm incredibly happy with how it all worked out. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome if I had sat down and written what I wanted on a piece of paper. Unfortunately, right, the downside of that is that I invested so much time and money into getting that stream to happen, I pretty much can't do another one for a while. Right? Ginger, God bless my wife. God bless my wife. Ginger looks at me and goes, okay, it's over. Good job. I'm super proud of you. We need to not do this again for a while. And I'm like, yes, I know. Bloody hell, I know. How's it going, everybody? So yeah, it was a fabulous time. Had a great stream. I got her up at 4:15 on Monday morning to go to the airport in Denver. She was not happy. But yeah, it was a good gig. And I think I've been telling people in other Discords when they ask, I'm like, look, I had 2 main goals for the whole thing, right? Which was, 1, to prove that to myself that I could do it. I had this vision in my head of load everything in cases, stuff it in the belly of an airplane, fly to some far-flung place, set up in a barren, godforsaken convention hall, and broadcast a quality stream of people playing the game. Check, right? Prove to myself it could be done. The other was to demonstrate to the community, the larger Star Wars Unlimited community, what we could be doing. Like, yes, this is not cheap, okay? But it is achievable, right? If Fantasy Flight's not going to do it, and if the con hosts aren't going to do it, and if the venues aren't going to do it, whoever, if it's not going to get done, we can do it, right? We can do it for ourselves. Oh, Fladeshi, are you serious? I wish you'd have said something, man. Dear God, it was... What were you doing that early? Oh, my God. So, Xand, I'm going to answer your question in a minute. Cab, yes, absolutely. Now, Cab, in fairness, that goes both ways, right? She has a lot of things that she likes to do that I back her on as well. So it's reciprocal, right? But it is very awesome. Oh, you work there? I wish you just said something. Man, let me tell you something. One of the I don't know this guy's name. I should have caught his name. We got there, you guys, if you saw the picture on Twitter, right? All the friggin' plastic cases, all the Pelican cases full of crap. When we went up there, I had a plan for get to the airport, get it checked in, drop it off, then go back to the car. Because in Houston, you can park like in the same building that the terminal is in, right? You just park on a different level. You take the elevator up to your car. So literally we drove in, we parked, we unloaded all the cases, we went down, we checked in, we dumped all the cases, we went back to the elevator, we went back up to the car, got our suitcases, came back down, cleared security, left. Back in Houston, just the reverse of the process, super easy. But in Denver, once on the way into Denver, I had an extra set of hands, right? Ian was there waiting for us. We had 6 hands to manage all the crap. The problem child was Monday morning. Ian was on a completely different flight schedule going home, so it was just me and Ginger having to figure out how to get all of this shit to the airport. We managed to load it on luggage carts in the hotel to get it down to the curb. The poor Uber driver, I thought his head was going to explode. I ordered an Uber XL. He had plenty of space, but he's looking at all this stuff going, what in the hell are you people doing? What is all this crap? He didn't say it. He didn't ask, but I could read it in his face. But then we got to the airport, and his job is over. We're at the airport. He unloads us on the curb. I thank him profusely. He drives away. Now I'm on the curb at DIA having to check in. Checked-in's already done. I'm at the curb at DIA, and I got to get all this crap to oversized baggage drop, which I don't realize it yet is 1 floor up from where they've dropped me off. I think I've got this solved, right? No problem. I go inside. I'm on the baggage claim level. Easy. There's little smart cart dispensers. No problem. I walk over. $8 for a smart cart. Madre de Dios. Fine, whatever. I swipe my card. I get my little smart cart. I go back outside. The problem is the smart cart is built for, like, luggage. I don't have luggage. I have, like, steamer cases full of cables. And I roll this thing up, and Ginger looks at me like, you realize there's no way this crap's all going on that cart. And I went, huh. Yeah, that's a problem. We're going to have to do this in a couple trips, I guess. God bless him. At this point, our hero enters the story, right? He wasn't like a sky cap or something. No, this is a great story. This is a really, really good story, Chaser. So this was, I think we were standing right by the United, like curb bag drop, right? I'm pretty sure that's who this guy was. He was like a curb checker for United. And he says, well, where are you trying to do? I said, we've got to get all of this stuff up to oversize. I said, I've already paid the fees and everything. I've just got to get it up there to put it on the belt and get it tagged and dropped off. And he says, no problem. And he pulls out like this giant, like 6 foot long, double-ended cart. And we start loading cases on it. And he takes us through the bag. We go over to the elevator. He takes us up a floor. He knows exactly where to go. We walk straight to the oversized baggage thing. I punch in. It prints out bag tags. He tags everything, puts the little heavy tags on it. It all goes on the belt where they weigh it. Of course, it's all like right on 69 and 70.2 pounds, whatever. Everything's gone. And this dude was a lifesaver. Absolute lifesaver. And I happily handed him a nice tip and was like, thank you so much. You literally just saved my morning from my cranky wife absolutely taking my head off from having to deal with all this. So it was... Getting back was a little more of an adventure. I learned a lot. It was a great trip. The tournament was fun. The community was amazing. Downtown Denver was actually quite lovely. Some really good places to eat down there. Really nice. A lot more walkable than I thought it would be. Some really nice pedestrian malls down there. They're in the middle of extending some of them, which I thought was really cool. They're building it more into like a little pedestrian. Yes, shout out to Chopstickers. Oh my gosh, they were lifesavers on day one. So yeah, fabulous event. All of the work that went into that stream was rewarded at the end because the result was worth it, right? The result was almost to the T exactly what I wanted to do. We had some little foibles. We had a couple of disconnects. I had a couple of times I couldn't make the overlays behave the way I wanted. But they were minor things in what was otherwise a highly successful production. So I was super, super happy. So very, very awesome. Yeah, very, very cool. But I could talk for hours about that. We'll talk more about all of that on an unlimited stream tonight, guys. We're gonna try and play boats. Yes. And I got to do finals, which is really awesome. We're gonna play some boats. Now, I have not even logged into boats in the last like 10 days, easily. I haven't even logged in. You can tell by the fact that I was on Cuniberti that I was working on L2P, learn to play stuff for the Time Destroyer line. I actually have a game in the can for Cuniberti that I like that I'm going to use. I think I might have already recorded the game. I need to come through and do the port walk around, and I'll try and get that video done. I'm going to try and get that video done over the weekend. It needs to go out next week. Adriatico has been an absolute disaster. I don't have the numbers, but man, let me tell you something. I was trying to learn to play Adriatico for myself and absolutely fucking failing at it. Like, that ship is infuriating. What I realized I think I was doing wrong was I was approaching it wrong. So I went to the CC Discord and I asked for some advice. And I got some really good feedback and tips from some of the EU guys like Shriver, some of the really good destroyer players that play for, like, you know, the big competitive clans on EU. But the advice they gave me was about Regolo, right? So I got to where I built Regolo out, and I got to where I had about 3 or 4 really good games in Regolo. So it was like, okay, I feel like I've got a pretty decent handle on this boat. A few more games, and I'll feel like I'll be better at it. But like I'm getting there. But I'm really struggling to translate those lessons backwards to Adriatico. Something about the Tier 9 in the Italian line, these Time Destroyers, is just not good. I don't know what it is exactly. I haven't put my finger on it yet. When I figure it out, hopefully I'm able to describe it in a video. I was on a run. I think I had 1 good game in Adriatico out of like 12 tries. It was bad. Really bad. So it's a struggle. With a new patch, though, we have all kinds of things to look at, talk about, whatever. There's been a whole new balance pass, right? This is 14.3, right? Let me make sure I'm in the right patch. Yes. So all of the balance changes to the American light cruisers are now here, which is awesome. I definitely want to go try Seattle. Zenda put Barbano in the queue. I don't own a Barbano, but I'm going to go look at her, and maybe I'll buy her. I have the steel. So that might be a thing we get to try tonight. I haven't decided yet. Let's see. I want to look at the patch notes for 14.3. This is going to sound bad. This is how far up my ass my head has been doing unlimited stuff for like the last 3 weeks. I have barely even considered what's been going on in Warships because I've just had too much other stuff. Okay, so we've got a dockyard for Blucher, which apparently I'm guessing I have one. I'm betting if I look, I have one. Is she a 9? Yes. Oh, God, these hippers are so pretty. Oh, my God, these hippers are so pretty. I'm 100% going to play this boat. Oh, God, I love the hipper class cruisers. They're so sexy. So what is this? What is her deal? I get a speed boost. I still have the catapult. I get hydro defensive fire. I get a heal, like an Eugen. And I'm tier 9. What else? Because I'm tier 9, I get MBM 3. What's my gun reload? 12. Ugh. That's not amazing, guys. That's kind of crap. Improved pen angles, better dispersion, and short fuse AP. But I don't have AP only. I do have HE. Wait a minute. 6,100 AP damage? That feels high. For the same guns, runes is 5,900, isn't it? Yeah. Interesting. So they've tried to make her a little more AP focused, apparently. Talking about gun range. 18.5, 17.8. So Blucher has more range, even before she gets the spotter. Huh. Did they nerf the HE shells at all? 2,500, 13%. 2,500, 15%, but that's because of flags and bonuses and crap. So no. Interesting. Dispersion. Let's see. Blucher gets 154 meters dispersion at 18.5 clicks. Rune is 145. That dispersion ellipse is very different. Now, here I'm running... Let's fit her out. Let's just start our day here. I'm a German cruiser nerd. Let's start our day here and do German cruiser things. No. Give me accuracy. Heavy cruiser always wants accuracy if he can get it. Probably airstrike here, I'm guessing. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Let's try that. I mean, what's my maneuverability? 8.3 on the rudder. You gotta be kidding me, right? Hot damn, that's sexy. She ought to handle nice. Yeah, give me that airstrike. 8.3 on the rudder. I don't need anything better than that. That's good. Probably go hydro here. This is a 6 kilometer hydro? 6 kilometer hydro. Does Rune get 6? Rune gets 6. Okay. Hydro and spotter boost. Spotter boost makes sense. Hydro makes sense. Super Rider. Xanda asked me that question a little while ago. I was... This morning in all of our little local Houston Star Wars Unlimited chats, those were the 3 cards that I really wanted them to hit, and they hit them. So as far as I'm concerned, mission accomplished. We got them, Mr. President. Like, that's where I'm at on the whole thing. I think Django... To me, the Django and DJ were the easy ones. Like, if you don't hit these, you're not paying attention. Triple Dark Raid to me was maybe a bubble card in that equation. I'm glad that they hit it. I could see a world where they might not have. However, I'm glad that they did. I think it was the right call. This is fine. This is all fine. Ooh, no, you need to go away. Yikes. You're a 0-point captain. No. Where is my probably my Eugen captain? Yeah, you're probably pretty good at this. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty solid. What's that AP damage look like now, baby? 6,400. Oh, that sounds amazing. Okay. All right. What's up, Nightshade? How you doing? I'm inclined to agree with you to some extent, Super. I will say that I think the devs are still reeling from some early design decisions made for cunning. I think it's going to be a little while before those decisions are able to rotate out. Maybe in another year time, we won't be talking about it quite so much. But for the moment, I think you're probably right. Oh, man, the ship is so pretty. Let's see. We need to do that and that. And what's she got for perma camo? What am I looking at over here? Ooh, I like the black. What is this? Oh, is this her... This is her crappy I got shot to hell and sunk camo. Yeah, they have one of these for Bismarck. I don't know why I would play this. Like, look at this. She's got holes. Like, there's holes in this ship. Come on. Like, nobody wants to play this. I mean, respect for the attempt, fellas, but that's a hard pass. Yeah, no thanks. Take a look at the torps. Oh, torps. 8 kilometers. Hey-oh. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty sexy. Russo! What is up? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How you doing, guys? How we doing? What's my concealment? 11-2. Typical for a hipper. I won't complain. AA. Okay, she's definitely weak on the AA side. She doesn't have the mid-range AA that her sister ships do. She doesn't have as many of these 37mm mounts as she should for that. She's running the 105s for a long range. That's not bad. Okay. Huh. Life is good, my friend. Life is good. How y'all doing? Welcome in. Love how they come in immediately. This like, please, sir, could I have some codes? It's literally just walk in the door, stick your hand out. Love it. All right, listen. I'm a hipper nerd. Let's try Blucher. See how she does. I'm probably... There's a part of me that thinks I'm missing something important about this ship, but I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out as I play. Oh, Cap, we're totally going to play Helena. We're totally going to play Seattle. I 100% have to try Seattle today just to see if they finally fixed the gun angle problem. Or if it's that bad. Oh, I didn't check her HP. That's a good point. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Xanda, yeah, have a look. Let me know. Ping me on Discord or in the mod channel. I have more codes to put in the spreadsheet. to build sheets for. Like, they've sent me more, but I have not stopped and made the time to do it. So have a look and see what we've got for this evening. And we could probably kludge our way through it this evening, and then I'll get everything set up for next week. Merton, you've missed nothing. I built out Blucher, and we're going to go give her a shot. Now, I'm a big fan of Rune. I'm really curious to see this ship, because to me, Rune is unusual in her gun turret arrangement and everything, but she's a very, very good ship. So if you're going to sell me on this thing, she better have something. Her health pool's not that low. 47,500? Well, okay, it's a little on the low side for a tier 9 cruiser. If you're saying that, I don't necessarily disagree with you. That I'll buy. Gelron, you're not wrong. It is an odd choice, but I'm glad they're finally bringing her to the game. Right? Because now we have Blucher, Eugen, and Hipper. And then we're missing, there were only five of these, right? Man, I wrote all this in the wiki page, but it's been like 8 years and I've forgotten it. They did bump it a little bit, Chaser. So, for example, Hipper's base health pool down at tier 8, I think is like 45,000.
To Jurassic Park.
Pipe, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I'm like, yeah, and Talin was the one that they sold to the Soviets, which I forget her original name. And Vesser is a Hipper hull. Vesser is the one that would have been, they had tapped one of the Hipper hulls to get converted into a carrier, and that's what they've done with Vesser, right? Ronson? Whatever, Ronson. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Good torpedo angles, typical of the class. I like the 8-kilometer torpedoes. Big fan of that. Mine's is a Hipper hull with the lighter plate and the lighter guns, right? I'm also liking the speed boost, right? German cruisers are not fast. Speed is not what they do. So I'm really, really curious to see how this speed boost impacts how she plays. That Leningrad has torpedo reload booster? When did they do that to Leningrad? Is that a new thing? Oh my god, I'm loving this range. I'm not even lit. I'm not even lit! What are they doing over there? Come on, Atlanta. You and me, buddy. Let's go. As a buff to Leningrad. Nice. I have the devlog open. I haven't finished reading of it. There's too much in there. There's so much in there I haven't finished reading it all yet. This Atlanta is about to have himself a very, very bad day.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Ooh, I like the dispersion. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Bleeding pussy.
I came, I saw, I kicked ass.
Have one on the house.
Oh, this KG5 hit might actually hurt me. Nope, he overshot. Oh, he managed to clip me with one.
Where's the hammer when you need one? Where's the hammer when you need one?
Smoke from the Leningrad. Big help. Love it. Yes, yes, yes. Keep turning for me. Ooh, I let him just a little too much. 7 overpins! You're killing me. Oh, he's still moving out there. Did he stop in the smoke? Nah, he quit. Where is this guy? My smoke's gonna run out here in a minute. Got that shot for free. Last one I'm going to get for a spell. Nice. Good job, Duncan. All right. Let's put the HE back in the barrel. Team play not allowed on Sportsmanlike. Yes, Texas has defensive fire. That one I remember. A lot of really neat little balance changes in this patch from what I recall. I don't like that they've abandoned the entire bloody flank, but we are where we are, I suppose. Do I hold this line? I think I hold this line. KG's turning. Valparaiso's coming into the gap. A bit of lag right there. That was irritating. Still a little bit of lag. Wait, there we go. Oh my god. Okay, there's definitely some lag going on right here. I do not know what the deal is. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn north. You're about to lose me, so you're gonna miss it, KG. Yep, I'm gonna have to turn north because I got a Balti, a Vyazma, and a Gneisenau out coming around the other flank. I do not want to be anywhere near those clowns. The Iowa is super, super, super wide. If the Gneisenau is going to show me that, I'll happily throw him the AP. Dispersion does feel really good. I mean, it's cruiser dispersion, so it ought to feel pretty solid. Vyazma's turning away. That's going to be a Garbo shot. Teams looks like that feels like they're doing pretty well here. Get down, shells. Yeah, some full pins. So far, I'm liking this boat, though. I'm not gonna lie.
For you, that is.
Nice is taking one in the nuts.
Kick your ass.
I might actually have him if I can land those shells. Get down, shells. Get down, shells. And bam. Ooh, Vyazma just got rocked. That just leaves this Iowa. Let's have some fun. I love the range. One of the things that's always bothered me a little about Rune is her range feels kind of crappy. That extra 7/10, 8/10 of a kilometer on this boat feels really, really solid. I'm a big fan. Ooh, nice. The Lepanto smoke is covering me right here. Let's put some AP in the barrel. Good angle for the AP if I can get it to bite. This ship right now feels like a Tier 9 Eugen, right? She's got the same... She's got, I'd say, arguably better guns. She's got the survivability of a Hipper hull to go with Eugen's heel. She gets the speed boost, which is just super sexy. I cannot overstate the speed boost right here. Feels really, really, really good. In fact, I'm about to pop one.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Let's see what she can make with the speed boost cooking. Hands off. Hands off the keyboard. Let's see where she lands. She definitely... Okay, she definitely gets the tighter dispersion. You can feel it in the gun performance. She's 34.4 with a speed flag. And so now... Straight line, we're going to make 39. Oh. Oh. This is like the fastest German cruiser in the game. This is amazing. This is amazing, guys. I love this boat. Truth Patrolled Valiant. I think Vallejo's fine in a div. On her own, she's very challenging. She's not bad. She's just challenging. That's a tough call, Xanda. One game is not probably enough for me to definitively say one way or another. Right now, I like her a lot. You're also talking to somebody who is a hipper fanboy, okay? So I'm already predisposed to like the ship just because of what she is. Now, one game when I'm top tier is probably not a great test. I probably want to try and at least play it at least once when she's bottom tier, you know? God, that dispersion is really good. There we go. That's what we wanted. We wanted the extra fire, baby. I like it. I like it. I think the dispersion is... I mean, the dispersion is noticeably better. The handling is good. The speed is ridiculous with the speed boost. It's... I think... Almost more than anything, what I like about this ship is that it takes, like... Eugen and Hipper have weaknesses, right? They're slow, for starters, right? They're slow. They don't handle amazingly well. They're okay. Their AA, I'd say the AA is slightly average to slightly above average. The gun performance is acceptable for what it is. It's a tier for a tier 8. They're fairly survivable, right? They got a lot of health pool. Eugen gets a heal. One of the few tier 8 cruisers that does. This ship kind of takes Eugen, the things that Eugen doesn't do well, and feels like it shores him up a little bit, right? The dispersion gets a little better. You get a speed boost to make up for the times when you want to be somewhere else and you aren't there. The torpedoes get a little better. The heal is still there. The health pool gets a little better. There's things to like. GG, Carthan. Is she worth spending a bunch of money on? That's a tough call, right? Like, if you have to spend cash to get this ship, I don't know about this. What is this? Earn more base XP in a single battle. That's right. They're doing accolades or whatever we call them now. Efficiency badges. There we go. Earn more base XP in a battle than 99% of all players in this ship. Okay. Interesting. Tank mastery. See, that's something that I'm not having played tanks. They had to explain this to me. Super Eugen. That's a reasonable way to approach it, War Factor. Like, that's probable. The whole efficiency badges was one of the things that they spoiled for us when we were in Belgrade last fall. That obviously we weren't allowed to talk about. But somebody had to explain to me what it was. And even now, I'm still not completely sure I understand. Is there some place in my account that I can see this stuff? It's not like an emblem. Like, this is emblems. That's completely different from what we're talking about, right? Emblems, patches, build your own patches. This is totally different. Badges, we don't need no stinking badges. Look at your stats. Stats. Oh, wait. Here, I think. No. Summary? Yes. Here. This is stats. Co-op. Random. Okay. Profile. Profile? Profile. Here's profile. Efficiency badge. There we go. But it doesn't tell me what ships I've earned them on. That's really interesting. Okay. That's weird. Wow, I've been playing this game a long time. 6.1 billion potential damage. Billion with a B. That's a lot of potential damage, kids. That's friggin' hilarious. It's attached to the ship. It shows when you click your name in your clan member list. Okay. I almost never go over here. Clan members. So there's that. Okay, interesting. Oh, efficiency. Okay, here it is. It appears there's a column here. Okay. I'm not going to lie. There are some ships I really would love to have that big E in. That'd be really, really cool. Jerry, for years, what I've told people is, a lot of folks try to attach too much value to win percentage in my mind. I really think base XP is the answer. If you're consistently churning out good base XP games, win or lose, that tells you that you're at least performing. You're doing the job that whatever ship you're in wants to be doing, right? So that's my opinion. That would be really cool. I'd love it if I could fly a big, a big Battle E or something. That'd be really neat. I like Blucher. That's really, really cool.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Cartha, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, let's Gambia. Okay.
Welcome.
We were talking about American Lights. I've got to check Seattle out. Apostokovas? I think I got that right. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Seattle. Got to check out these new gun angles. We're just gonna take this thing out. We're just gonna throw her into the deep end. Let's go. Oh no. Let's go. It can, Jerry. It depends. You've got to remember that a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser functionally serve slightly different roles, right? A heavy cruiser's, I would argue, primary job is to murder other cruisers, given the opportunity. Some of them can, in corner instances, go toe-to-toe with battleships and perform well, and survive in some cases. I would argue that a light cruiser's job is more area control and harassment, right? It's about murdering opposing destroyers, certainly, or driving them off of cap circles with radar and other tools. Your high explosive shells and your quick firing guns, like that kind of thing. Was Chaser on the other team? Musashi, he says. All right. What is this, Warrior's Path? All right. And we are on the Sea Cap. All right, with the other Seattle. Yep, opposing Mushi Mushi.
So, who wants
Yes,
to
Chaser,
do
the
this?
E for Excellence was absolutely displayed somewhere on the ship superstructure. Oh my god. Are Seattle's turrets 360 now? Look at that! Oh my god, these angles are so much better. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Right there. What is that? 20, 30, a little less than 35 degrees. That's nice. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Seattle might not be total dog shit anymore. I don't know how to react. I don't know how to react to this. This is friggin' wild. All right, let's go. Now, I can almost guarantee you I'm going to get spotted out here and murdered somehow. But let's go make it worthwhile. What do we got? Kidda and Fletcher on the team. Iger, Vyazma, Alaska, Buffalo, and Suzuya. I'm going to get murdered. Almost every single one of those is like some kind of cruiser murdering fiend. Especially the Buffalo and the Alaska and the Vyazma and the... Oh my god, this is bad. No, you did, Merton. But the angles of the stern turrets were just absolutely terrible. I'm about to get smashed. See? There went half my health in like 3 shells. How is this Menegumo spotted? I should probably heal here. Suck it, Alaska. Will Clyde have to update Dumb Ways to Die? I mean, he might. God, this Los Andes is just like, drive forward until dead. All right, Fletcher's in the 2 line, and we know the kid is down south. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to go bloody Cat B and dare them to do something about it. Now, it might get me radared, but it shouldn't get me murdered, at least in theory. Is Tromp fun? I'm not a tremendous fan of Tromp. She's not a bad boat, but she doesn't fit what I generally look for in a destroyer. I'll just leave it at that. Buffalo's about to die. Can't say that this upsets me over much. Oh, hi. Alright, so now I have a problem. I've chosen to move up here with a Marlboro in the middle of the map. That's going to feel really awful, by the way. But they are 4 ships down.
I like it. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm I'm gonna kick your ass.
Pretty sure I'm gonna die.
I like it.
Aw, Chaser's so mean. He's coming to kill me. It's so rude. Go away, Chaser. You bother me.
Damn. Desert road, no gas.
Ooh, I found his citadel. It's all the way on the ass end.
America, fuck yeah.
You're done.
Much better.
Well, I'm trapped between a Musashi and a Marlboro. The only thing I got going for me is that right now I have an escape route as long as Chaser doesn't slow down. Oh, is he coming to charge me? Yeah, he's coming to charge me. It's the smart play. Ooh, the Marlboro's gonna die. All right, I gotta get moving. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, we win! Chaser doesn't get to kill me. Raptor did dumb things and lived. Oh, my goodness gracious. I like it. I like it. It doesn't fix every single problem Seattle has, but it absolutely fixes some of them. Oh my god, that team was terrible. And so there is a lot to like right there. Just the gun angle fix, the 360. You think so, Chaser? It's okay. The gun angle change, the 360 stern turrets. Is it just the stern turrets, or is there bow turrets too? Hold on, I've got the devlog open. I think it's just the stern turrets, isn't it? First, third, and fourth main battery guns. So it's the second turret can't, but 3 of her 4 turrets are now 360. Oh, that ship is so good now. Like, she was always good, but like really frustrating to play. That just makes her a lot more comfortable. All right, well, that video got a lot easier to make, let me tell you. Nice. Nice. All right, love it. What else we got cooking? Helena's in the queue. I'm going to come back to that. Having seen a Suzuya, what the hell is a Suzuya? Is it like a 155 Mogami? Is it like a Mogami in her original config with the 155s? That's what it felt like when she was shooting at me. All the stinking shells coming in, 155 Mogami with reload booster. Reload booster. Yeah, that's what that is, all right. Look at that. Super Mogami. Oh, God, don't take defensive fire. Yeah, your AA is 76. What a total joke. What a total joke. So she gets a heal. Ooh, this might not be a bad boat either, huh? What are her torpedo angles like? 10 click. Okay, that's reasonable. And concealment? Well, let's see. Let's see where she lands. You need to go away. You're crap. You're crap. Go away. I think I'm going to take... Do I have a 155 Mogami commander? Oh, maybe I do. Are you 155 Mogami commander? Yes, because you have IFHE. Okay. So there's my 155 Mogami commander. That'll do for now. Let's build her out. Doesn't get the 40mm plate. Okay. Torpedo load. What is it? It's like 2 minutes, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, man, that's like almost 3 minutes. That's wild. Are they quints? They're triples. Why does a triple torpedo launcher have a reload like that? That's wild. Okay, what is her base gun reload? 155 Mogami is 10 seconds. Okay, so this is 155 Mogami. 10-second base reload on the 6-inch guns. So then you probably go MBM3 here. Like, I think that's the easy answer, right? Just go all in on the guns and forget the torpedoes. The torpedoes are not bad, but, like, that's not what you're playing this boat for. Don't need that. Let's go airstrike. Do not need rudder shift. Aiming mod or turret traverse? Ooh, that turret traverse is bad. Yikes. Yes, we're going to go turret traverse in this mod, in this spot, I believe. That gets it down to like 32 seconds. Yeah, that's not great, but better. Curly, it takes a long time. It takes a long... some of it depends on how well you play and how many like blue and red bonuses you're willing to spend. But it takes a long time. The other thing is that you have to ask yourself what you're going to spend your free XP on. If you spend your free XP on ships and not commanders, it takes even longer. So it's kind of a, you have to ask yourself what you're going to do for priority here. 5-kilometer hydro? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I can almost guarantee this thing outturns her turrets. If memory serves, Mogami does too. I mean, yeah, 155 Mogami does as well. I'm almost positive. And then main armaments mod. And then let's do some fancy pretty flags. Ooh, I like that gray. Ooh, I like the gray with the big meatballs. Oh, those are plane wings. Check this out. These are spare plane wings. This looks like a plane pontoon. It's like there's plane parts scattered in here, and they assemble the plane to load onto the catapults. I'm almost positive that's what I'm looking at. That is wild. That is really wild. Where'd you see the searchlight? Oh, yeah, the searchlight right there. Oh, yeah, it's reflective. Yeah, look at that. God, these guys model ships better than anybody. So gorgeous. Starboard side's easier to see. Okay, let's have a peek. Oh, yeah, look at that. You can see the clouds in the sky reflected in the searchlight. Damn, that's pretty. Okay. Okay, so it's spare parts. Okay, I'll buy that. All right, Kure and CC, please. And this is done. This is done. We did all of that. If I were to get 2 more points, where would they go? I do not even know. I gotta think about that. I'll worry about it when I get them. All right, guys, let's have a look at Suzuya. Cab wanted to see a game at Suzuya. I'm legit curious, having just killed one. Let's have a peek. Or fought one. I don't think I killed it. I think somebody else got the kill, but I fought one. Dang it. The quality of life stuff in this patch is really nice. I almost wish they'd do this more often. How have they said they're doing this, like, what? Once a quarter? Is it once a quarter or twice a year? There's some regular schedule they're supposed to do this stuff where they go back and they take older ships and they give them a polish pass compared to, stats and all this sort of thing. I probably should have Curly, but whatever. He died. I don't care. I'm not fussed. This kind of matchmaking in any prime time is not encouraging. All right, we're bottom tier, but I have lots of light things to shoot at. 4 destroyers. Cosmo, if memory serves, as a Donskoy clone. The Buffalo's a little terrifying. Chaser keeps trying to sync drop me to murder whatever light cruiser I'm driving. Thanks, Chaser. What's up, D? Really? So, Cap, there's a valid argument to be made there. I mean, I would want to sit down and just crunch some numbers and play the boat a little bit. But a lot of folks will argue... a lot of folks will argue that you end up giving up raw damage. Ooh. Those torpedo angles are not bad. You end up giving up raw damage in favor of attempting to get full pin damage. It's kind of it's a very large question. This is what, Northern Waters? Yeah, okay. It's kind of a larger question that I'd say really... Oh, I'm only 10-2 on the surface, so I'm a little less stealthy than Mogami. Okay. That isn't so easy to answer. Some of it is going to be personal preference, right? Some people, and historically I have fallen into this camp, prefer to get the guaranteed damage, and I'm using quotes there intentionally, the guaranteed damage of the full pin versus the possibility of lighting a fire that then my opponent decides how much damage I get out of that fire. I think in the end, it's really up to personal preference, right? The things that Suzuya really needs full pins against, destroyers, light cruisers, that kind of thing, she's going to get. She's going to get full pins against those regardless. It's a question of, do you want to be able to full pin the softer stuff, you know, British battleships, French battleships, their casemate armor, their decks, that kind of thing. 16.5 kilometers is pretty bad range, too. So this is definitely not a boat that's going to have good range. Cosmo's going to have radar, I think, right? No, she doesn't have access. Oh, she does. There it is. Okay, yeah, she has access to radar. Okay. Now, I don't get a speed boost. Let's speed up a little bit. High Forest Sherman.
If I promised to kill you last, I lied.
What are you going to do, little Sherman? You going to turn in? Well, you're stuck with it now.
Oh yeah. I can kill it.
You're about to ground yourself. I sort of ended up wasting some of that. I really don't want to be here.
Say hello to my little friend. Come get some.
Time to go be somewhere else before I get my face smashed in. Yeah, they have like 8 ships here. We have like 4. This pretty much only ends one way. Well, the Daring and I moved up to try to deny this cap to them, and My battleship's played so far back that there's literally nothing we can do.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
So, yay, I guess. But I'm not sitting in here against 6 or 7 people that all want to murder me.
Killed you last?
Cosmo just got dunked. See if we can help him on his way to Valhalla. Oh, that rudder shift is so good.
You died.
Okay. We lost the cap, but we have at least claimed a couple of scalps over here, so I'll take it. I'm not even sure how the Sherman bought it, but he bought it, and that's all I care about.
You've got a lot of guns. Let's see what they look like. This job.
Okay, Daring and Holland should be able to pick this up now. We've been able to push the Buffalo back. That works. What are you talking about? I don't have SE, SR, FIG. I have IFHE. I generally don't take SE on cruisers without heals. I might have it on this one. I grabbed my Mogami 155 captain. He wouldn't have SE because he wouldn't have a heal to take advantage of. What's up, Zath? I absolutely have IFHE, like for sure, guaranteed. Don't leave home without it when playing 155 Mogami. Okay, what do we got here? They are 5 ships down, 4 ships down. And I'm over here with potentially 2 battleships to look at me. This is a mistake, but I sort of don't care at this exact moment. Ooh, yeah, I like that damage. They should never have let me get behind that island. Nah, you're good, Valiant. It's cool. It happens. I probably don't have Survivability Expert. I wouldn't typically have had that on my Tier 8 Mogami Captain that would have... So, I probably don't have that. I probably don't have SI for the same reason. On this ship, you would want it. On Mogami, you would never care. So yeah, if I was going to play it, custom build a captain for this, it would look very, very different. Oh, that guy's super dug. Yep, that's a giant waste of time to even shoot at him. He's dead. Welcome back, Zath. I'll look at it again in a minute between games.
You've got a lot of guts. Let's see what they look like.
Where did you die, Chaser? Oh, hey, what up, my dude?
If I promised to kill you last, I lied.
Incomparable speaks. Dude dies. Feels bad, ladies and gentlemen. Los Andes buys it. Life begins to feel pretty good about now. Yu Yang's still up here in front of us somewhere. No, he just left the cap. He was like, nope, 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 we are out. How did we stack 12 ships on one side? There were 4 of us that never left the A cap. And there were about 4 or 5 that went mid. So I don't know what to tell you there, Chaser. Oh, I'm out turning my turrets. Feels bad. Yeah, this is 155 shells, all right. They are slow to get back down. Let's cut to mid. I wish... This is a ship that I wish had a speed boost on it. Man. Oh, your team. Yeah, you guys had like 8 ships over here at A, and they somehow managed to find a way to die. It was actually kind of sad, truth be told. I think I'm not going to get to shoot again. I think the game is going to be over before I shoot again. No worries, Chaser. I feel you. I mean, I took this thing and ran all the way up to the island in E1 and then had to turn around and try not to die. And blessedly, we made it. How do you get this ship? Is it just straight up coal or doubloons or something? She feels, if I'm honest, she feels better than Takahashi, but I don't know that I'd go out of my way to own one. Personal opinion. She's not bad. So let's look at this build again, right? So yeah, you would for sure want Superintendent and Survivability Expert on this boat. You'd get good value out of these. You could skip this. Her AA is crap. Investing in the AA is not worth it. So here, let's send her back to reserve. Let's build a specific commander for this boat. Yeah, I'm never gonna do this for Takachi. So let's redistribute you. Yes, that's fine. So you would do this for sure. I like gun feeder, but we'll come back to it. You probably go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves you 1 point left. Probably go gun feeder. Yeah. I mean, I like gun feeder, but you can make a valid argument for, honestly, any number of these. There's not a bad one, I think, on the list. So yeah, that's likely a better build. You're getting the extra heal, the extra reload booster, a little more HP. You're probably like, what, 40, 44, 45,000 HP here? 45 and change. That's nice. Yeah, it's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Black Dragon, I'm going to send your points back. I actually don't own a Kitakami, so unfortunately I can't help you there. I'm sorry. Yep, I see that. So let's see. You guys have put Jax in the queue. Let me go play Helena. I'm going to take this Helena. We're on kind of a light cruiser kick. Let's just keep it going. Hang on a minute. I got to see this from my own eyes. Injected into my veins, ladies and gentlemen. Defensive fire on Texas. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right, now with Helena. Okay, I got to think about this. IFHE works differently at this tier than it does at other tiers. I'm only penning 31 mils at tier 7. So there's probably an argument to be made that on Helena, IFHE is a waste of my time, right? Check me on this, chat. Make sure I'm not crazy. This is a thing that, remember, I for years and years, I kind of trained my brain to think of IFHE as, oh yeah, well, of course you do that. But I'm beginning to think that maybe you probably don't. Yeah, ranked, okay, I can see that. Yeah, okay. So let me look at this build. Yes, yes, yes. 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 Okay, so let's make some changes here. So I think all of these make sense. Survivability expert, I'm kind of, maybe, maybe not. I don't think you want to go here. I mean, the consumable prep is not a terrible skill. Neither is, I mean, that's not a great skill for 2 points. But for 1 point, that's a pretty useful skill. What's my gun reload? 8.5. Probably don't need gun feeder. This is not bad. If I take survivability expert and I get 2 more points, I get 1 more point after that. So the question is there a 4-point skill that I want right now? No, 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 no. So no. Is there a 3-point skill that I want? Kind of. No. I mean, yes, but no. No. So this is a strong contender. Yeah, I think maybe you pick up this and then go either last stand or gun feeder with your last point. Oh no, I got 2 more points coming. Yeah, I got 2 more points coming. So I could pick up a variety of things. Okay, so let's try that. We'll tweak the build a little bit. We'll put the flag on her. Okay, 38,000 HP starts to feel pretty good. All right. Yep, we did all of this. Now, what did they change? Let me go back and look at the dev log. What did we change, boys? No, not that window. I need this window. What did we change, everybody? Helena. First and second main battery turrets now turn 360. Okay, so let's look at this. So these 2 turrets now turn 360. So when you're kiting, when you go from kiting to not kiting, okay, all right, that's not bad. And then widened angles on first, second, and third main battery guns kind of from the bow. Okay, so she has better firing angles on the bow guns in some fashion. Super Rider, that sounds about right. I was actually checking on the price of Django showcases earlier too, right? I was like, I wonder. I wonder. Not because I want to buy one, I really don't, but I was more curious to like how quickly they would get smashed. Django showcase right now still holding. I remember when TDR was a $4 card when the set first came out, right? I mean, Pepperidge Farm remembers, right? Yeah, it's like $5. Everybody having to chop those prices down. Yeah, it's still fairly expensive, but that's okay. All right, let's try Helena. This is for cab as well. Let me see here. Yeah, I think I pulled 1 or 2 and then traded for or bought the last one for a few bucks back in Shadows. They weren't that expensive. All right, let's try Helena. Come on, push the button. There we go. We'll give Gambia a go next. If memory serves, Gambia is one of the dockyard ships. Then we'll have a look at Jax, which hasn't... Now, did they change Jacksonville? They did. They changed the bow turrets. And they cut her range a little bit. She probably needed the range buff, a range nerf, truth be told. It is still a pretty showcase super. One of the most hilarious things I saw in Denver Super. Beautiful pictures, by the way. I saw that. I wasn't there in person, but I saw pictures. When the Swiss rounds were over in Denver, it was time to distribute the showcases to the folks who had qualified for one, right? And so they laid all of these showcases out on one of the big judge tables and called names so people could come get their card. They had Boba Fett. Like, the original set 1 Boba Fett was one of the showcases out there. And it's like, you can't earn that card. Like, you can't. So why is it even here? Time for boats. Life is good, man. Life is good. Okay, so on Helena, they're saying the bow guns have gotten a slight buff in gun angles. So let's see, right? I'm almost there. There. All 3 turrets, and I'm about 26 degrees off the bow. That's not bad. That's pretty solid. Okay, I'll take it. No, Hetman. Very not. Phil Hellmuth is far better at poker than I am at Star Wars Unlimited. I accepted a long time ago that my days of being the best at any kind of CCG, TCG are behind me. And I'm fine with it. I genuinely don't care. I want to be above average and enjoy myself. However, what I think I was able to demonstrate this weekend pretty thoroughly was that with my experience doing this and King of the Sea and OBS and everything, I have a very unique skill set that allows me to do things to present Star Wars Unlimited online, live streaming, that a lot of other people can't quite get to, right? And I feel like I demonstrated that pretty well. So I'm hopeful that that leads to other cooler things. Yeah, you're going to take some of that, little Leningrad.
Magic 8 Ball says,
The Vlad is in a position I do not care for.
time for some fisting.
Oh, I forget how slow these shells are. Still got my fire, though. There we go. That's a much better hit. Okay, I do not want to be here anymore. Oh, hey, what up, Rents Benson? That's bold.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks. Eat shit and die.
I burned down the New Orleans. I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to run with it. All right, all right. Don't touch me, Lynn. Don't touch me badly. Don't touch me, Vlad. No touching. No touchy the light cruiser. No, 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 no. I did not give you permission.
I'll still make the Hall of Fame.
I'm turning in front of the air zone. This might actually be bad. I kind of want to get to the edge of the map so I can go submarine hunting. Over there with my buddy, the Undine.
You've got a lot of guts. Let's see what they
This
look
Leningrad
like.
smoke is super helpful. Non-pens? On an Arizona? This armor's not that good.
Did you think I was gone forever?
God. What is Arizona's armor that I can't pen him? Oh, I took IFHE off. That's why. That's part of my problem. It's actually probably a significant portion of my problem. Oh, they killed the U-69. Very mixed. Very sad. Oh, Island, don't hurt. Don't kill me. Don't get me killed, Island. Okay, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Okay, there we go. Woo! All right. Doing okay, doing okay. The only good bug is a dead bug. That's true. The Bob Euchre. Now I'll buy that. I'll buy now. Quinlan can reign supreme. I mean, Quinlan has always been a good deck and is going to continue to be a good deck. I think he gets different matchups now, right? Because there's a lot more interesting cards out there for him to incorporate. I think the hand destruction that he brings to the table. I'm probably going to build a Quinlan deck now. All right. I think the hand destruction is a notable function of that deck and absolutely one that is going to be an issue. What are you going to do, Little Leningrad? You got a turn. You're dead. Good. Vlad just fired. That means I can do this. I can blatantly get in a gun duel with a 16-inch battleship because his guns are looking somewhere else. You know, like you do. Somehow this Benson is alive. We need to unalive him, ladies and gentlemen. Like that.
Baby.
Nailed it. All right, let's make our way to the other cap here. Yeah, there's my buddy, the Vladivostok. Again, now that he's fired, let's give him some of the business. It's a Leberek Moss. I know just what to do with you. He'll be dead before my shells arrive. Let's load some AP for this Flint. He's still in there, hilariously.
Time for some fisting.
All right, let's get our guns off the bow here. If I can lead this right, one salvo ought to end this clown. His smoke should also be expiring soon, too. It is.
Coochie.
Goodbye. Helena's so good. The little Bismarck that couldn't, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, it's time to make. What's up, Parabel? It is 100% time to make videos about the American Light Cruiser line. These buffs are sexy. Oh yeah, let's go. Middle tier light cruiser, ladies and gentlemen. Feels good. Feels good. Very nice. Very nice. Well, that's without IFHE. Tier 7 light cruiser is the awkward spot for IFHE, right? Like it's the one place where it's like, do I do this or not? So Wayne, we're gonna cover that in the videos. The short answer is, in my opinion, you probably don't do it below tier 8. There are some corner cases where that's not necessarily true. What do I get for building this thing? 250 steel for every phase. Okay, that's not bad. I might have to invest in one of those little starter packs. Oh, Badger Milk, no. Seattle is so good now. Seattle is so much easier to play than she used to be. It's glorious. It's glorious. She's still a light cruiser, right? You're still occasionally going to get popped like a balloon, but you're no longer fighting the gun angles on the ship the entire time, which is gorgeous, right? Like, thank God. Thank God for that. Why did that take all these years to finish up, right? Now, I still have Soviet tokens. Is it too late to unlock stuff? No, this is the thing now. I can still... No, those Soviet tokens are for something else. I'm still earning Soviet tokens that don't spend in here. Yeah, oh no, there they are. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I need 500 of them. Bleh. I need 1,200 to unlock L20. Bleh. Bleh. That's rough. What do you get in these? Camo's already owned, plus. Premium's already owned, plus. Okay. So you can still continue to earn. So the early access for the Soviet thing is still going on. Clearly. Yeah, I'm still able to earn these things. Okay. And I've got another month, and I can earn some more of these. 100, I can earn another 300. So I can earn enough to get the goofy camo. Okay. That's not so bad. I'll figure it out. That's reasonable. All right, let's try Gambia. How are we doing on time? Oh, we got plenty of time. Still got over an hour. Gambia is a dockyard ship, right? Isn't she the new... Nope, wrong button. Isn't she the new ship that you get partway through this dockyard? Like, Blucher's the end and Gambia's... Yes. All right, so let's look at this thing. What is it? She's Commonwealth? I watched Chrysantos last Thursday playing this boat on stream. She looks like a Fiji. She is a Fiji. 114? Yeah, this is a Fiji. I'm guessing she gets HE and AP. So this is more like a traditional Crown Colony. Yeah, short duration smoke. HE. You say short duration, but it's not crawling smoke. No, okay, it's the little short puff smoke. Okay. This is not bad. This doesn't feel like a bad boat already. This feels like a perfectly serviceable little ship. If Fiji and Belfast had a baby. Okay. Let's take that, and I do get hydro. There you go. Probably airstrike. Yes. Probably aiming. What's my turret traverse? Yeah, that's good enough. Probably aiming mod here. Then we go likely hydro. Yeah, let's go hydro. Range is a bit light. That's not surprising. She is a light cruiser. I sort of expect light cruiser range to be crap. What is it, like 15? 15. I mean, that's about what I would expect a light cruiser to be. It's reasonable. And then main armaments. Yes, please. Okay, let's find me a commander. Any old schlob will do. Sure, you'll do fine. Or is there somebody else? Let's see. Send you back to reserve. I think I got a bunch of 10-pointers. Yikes, we got 3-pointers down here. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is a premium, right? My Uganda captain would also probably not be a terrible play. Let's try it. Now, I'm probably going to respec him. Because as we have recently determined, IFHE on a Tier 7 light cruiser, kind of dubious, right? Let's see. Yes, this is fine. This is all fine. This is fine. Okay, so you just want to skip IFHE. Okay. So let's go here, 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 and here. Maybe survivability expert? I mean, there's worse things. Yeah, we need a point to finish that. I think we probably want that more than we want focus fire. Now, refresh my memory. Uganda does have HE shells? Yes. Okay. Okay, good. So if I spec then for Last Stand, you think? I can afford it for sure. So we're thinking here, 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 here. 1, 2, 3. I like focus fire. What's her AA like? I mean, it's not really worth investing in. So let's skip focus fire training. Survivability. I do have the heal. And Last Stand. And then I've got one more point to throw in eventually. All right, let's try that. This is all fine. This seems okay. Let's fix her econ bonuses, which are sure to be Garbo. Okay. And because we like to, RAN flag, give me one of these is, that'll do fine, and then you'll be okay. There. Oh, let's look at the camos. I kind of like the blue, but sometimes they give you that really cool, oh, I kind of like that too. I like both of those. I'll run with that one. I kind of like that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go play Gambia. Gambia, a new dockyard ship. This is for Black Duke. He was very patient. He's probably gone to bed by now because he's in Europe. I probably should have played this earlier. Oh my goodness, Roke. It has been a hot minute, my friend. How are you? Haven't seen you in chat in a long time. How you been? Hope you're doing well. Surviving. That's very non-committal. I say that on occasion myself, so I feel your pain. You get to work in the morning. People, how you doing? Getting through it. Getting through it. Ooh, new scotch. All right. Hope it tickles your fancy. All right. Bottom tier carrier game on Seychelles is not my idea of a good test for this ship. We're going to see how this goes. The first thing we're going to do is attempt to move up behind this Schultz aggressively and see how he plays. Herkazi's going to push A. I need to put my A.
Love
Oh, I have torpedoes? Okay, and they work as singles. Okay.
Learning how. Come on a safari with me. Staying alive, staying alive. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty aggressive backing up this Schultz right now. He's probably about a 6. Yeah, he's almost 7 on the surface. Because Spackruzer. Spackruzer. Well, we'll see, Shaw. I mean, the nice thing about a ship like this is that a lot of folks are probably interested in figuring out if it's any good or not. So, if the game is good, then yeah, it'll go on the channel probably. If the game is crap, well, probably not. And I have plenty of crap games. All right, Chaser's coming this way. Let's slow down for a spell. Let the Schultz get ahead of us and do his thing. I'm not excited to see double Massachusetts div on this flank. That's for bloody sure.
I'm an equal opportunity ass kicker. Time to put on the beer goggles.
These Massachusetts drivers seem to believe in the W key and little else.
Another disembowelment.
See if I can get him to punch his... Yeah, the problem is that the Schultz blinded himself, so now no one can see anything. Ooh, the Massachusetts driver might have just turned into those torpedoes. Oh, crap. This Virginia's gonna get me killed.
Time to put on the beer goggles. Another day, another disembowelment.
Yep, these Massachusetts drivers only know one thing, and that is drive forward. Oh, come on. Smoke's supposed to last longer than that. Yeah, I'm probably dead right here. I deserve to die for that. Oh, you overpinned me. LOL, get wrecked. And your buddy's behind me, so suck it and stuff.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Uh-oh. You got a salvo off when I wasn't looking. That might be bad. Well, we made it. Barely.
This really pisses me off. This really pisses me off.
Okay, I have to be very careful. Crap, he can see through my smoke. I was about to check on that. Okay, he's gonna burn out.
Execution style.
Woof, these guys just only know one thing, and that's drive forward until dead. Okay, he's gonna burn out. The question is, am I gonna live with from his secondaries?
I like big guns, and I cannot lie.
Easy peasy, ladies and gentlemen. 506 more HP than I needed. No, Tokachi. No, Tokachi. Oh my goodness. Wow. So Gabe makes a good point. At least they showed up to fight. Right? I'll give them that. They just literally pressed W and were like, what are you going to do about it? And that is one of the irritating things about Massachusetts. They can do that. They can 100% get away with that, and there's very little you can there's frequently very little you can do about it.
I'm gonna kill you old style. I'm gonna kill you old style.
My battleships refusing to engage is a bit of an issue. Like, I've got 2 torpedo battleships back here that could have done something, but here we are. No, their team probably doesn't think it's great, but, you know, at least their team got something out of it. Problem is the team on the other flank is absolutely made of tissue paper.
You crazy son of a bitch.
Rope with the resub. Welcome in. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I can't remember the last time I saw you around, my friend. I've seen you on other people's channels, and I've always meant to ping in and ask how you were doing, and I've just always got distracted by something. So apologies for that.
Where's a hammer when you need one?
Well, frankly, that's the trick, Cab, is that there's a balance, isn't there, right? Between suicidal battleship and the cowardly battleship that wouldn't.
If I promised to kill you last, I lied. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna kick your ass.
We're 2 ships down. I'm relatively confident we cannot win this. I'm going to cut back towards mid and give it a shot here. The Baltimore is just going to keep driving at this cap circle.
Coochie, coochie.
Okay, good. The Hawk just dunked him. Hawk looks like he's going to dunk him again. What is this guy doing? Yeah, like, wow, okay. Straight through the middle of the map, huh? That doesn't feel smart. That's the Yugamo in C. He's wrapped all the way around.
Coochie.
There he is. Oh, no, it's the black. Okay. pretty confident we can't win this. At least our carrier found his engines. That's something, I suppose. Still getting smashed. Pro tip, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to play an aircraft carrier, please remember that you are an aircraft carrier, not an airfield.
Time to put on the beer goggles. Hey, another disembowelment.
Sign-up probably got me dead to rights here. Nope, overpens. Yeah, this team was made of copious quantities of fail on nearly every level. And no light cruiser in the world is going to carry that garbage.
Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Much better.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Who could have predicted it? Wow. That would have gone a lot better if my team wasn't made of absolute stupidity. But hey, there we go, right? I mean, I'm the only one on the team with... I'm the one that ended up with the kills on the Massachusettses. That's how bad that Garbo team was. The aircraft carrier who couldn't read a map. Curly, she's not bad. The quick smokes are kind of fun. She's clearly not going to win games on her own. I could wish for a little more range on the torpedoes. I had a couple of torpedo salvos that game that fell just shy of their targets, right? Yeah, the obligatory exploding West Virginia, the Nagato who died on the J line, like, yeah, that game had all the tropes in it. Yikes! Yikes! All right, let's go look at this. What is this? This is Barbano, right? This is the new Italian destroyer that's for steel. I don't know anything about this boat. Let's look at it. What in the hell is this main battery? 90mm guns. Only shoots SAP. 16 barrels? This is like, what in the hell? I might have to buy one of these just for the lulz. 40 knots? Hell yeah. Italian destroyer go burr. What in the shit? Spaghetti Colbert. What in the fuck is this boat? What in the hell am I looking at? Oh my god. A Tier 4 cruiser hull with the 152s removed. So it's a light cruiser that they shoved a bunch of tiny guns on and called it a destroyer leader? Is that kind of... Am I... Oh, I can get this ship at a discount? This is a no-brainer. I'm buying this thing. An Italian Okotnik. It's a Tier 10 war canoe. Let's do it. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I gotta have it. Let's look at this thing. What in the hell is this boat? Why would I engage something that would slow down my main battery reload? Oh, you get more pen out of it. Okay, so if I'm willing to go from 3 seconds to 3.7 seconds on the reload, I can get more penetration. So against destroyers and lighter targets, I don't need it. But if I'm going to farm battleships or something, I want it. Okay. Well, Can-Man, I appreciate that. Let's have a look. Keep F key engaged. Classic likes it. I have not done Jacksonville. I'll probably do Jacksonville next. That might actually be the end of the stream. No, it's only 9 o'clock. Wow. Plenty of time. Do you even need gun reload on this? Like, do you bother or do you go with range? Because I'm legit curious. Okay, so 0.4 of a second versus... Qualitatively, it feels like the 2 kilometers extra range feels like a much better play. Yeah, range feels like a better call. Do I bother with concealment? I've got my fancy smoke. Okay. I've got not the emergency speed boost, but I've got a speed boost. Oh, they're 90mm shells. They're not going to weigh anything. I'll not hit anything at that range. Okay. Not even like slow battleships? Take Fearless Brawler and main battery specialist. All right. All right, all right. I'll try it y'all's way. I'm not convinced... Man. I'm not convinced concealment is worth it. We'll screw around with it. There's a lot of weirdness going on in this boat. Okay, I don't think you need depth charges. I think here you probably go steering gears. I mean, maybe. Or let's run propulsion. Smoke generator, yes. Use sense and that you'll get the range for a kill. Oh, that's a good call. Sure. No, I already bought one. Yeah. Sansonetti. Luigi Sansonetti. All right, now we're going to be making some changes here. Let's see. Okay, so I get more... Okay. Get a kill, I get main battery range. Get Confederate, and we get faster guns. That's so stupid. I don't have torpedoes. Okay, so I'm a destroyer with no torpedoes. So I'm an all-gun destroyer. Okay. Gun feeders. So I've got points. I've got points that need to go somewhere else on this boat. Guido Butai. Ooh, Hetman, I like this. I like this. I like where your head's at. I mean, adrenaline rush. Do you even bother? I mean, you might as well, but why? The SAP skill is not a thing on destroyers. Turret traverse? Yeah, you actually need the turret traverse skill. That's a good one. Fearless Brawler feels like it's probably pretty good. Part of me wants to say Dazzle, but clearly not, because I don't think I have the points. I'm actually questioning Adrenaline Rush. Like, is there value in it, or would I just rather have Dazzle? I think I'm going to run with Dazzle and not Adrenaline Rush. And then let's run Consumables Enhancements. Although, admittedly, Superintendent would be really, really good. Like, maybe you do that instead. Extra smoke. Extra speed boost. Consumables Enhancements. Consumable Specialist? Maybe? I don't know what I'm doing. I will not pretend I know what I'm doing. Let's try this. Extra smoke, reload, health. A is worthless. You think so, Scott? I mean, it could be. This could be pure hilarity. Well, Wix, we're going to find out the hard way. Come on, Armory. Why does this take so long? Okay, let's have a look at this. My crawling smoke now lasts 65 seconds with a cooldown of about 1:20. My engine boost now lasts nearly 3 minutes with a cooldown of about 1:45. That feels pretty awesome. My base speed is 41.5 knots. So when I push this button for 15% more speed, let me think about this for a minute. I'm going to be doing about 48 knots for 3 minutes. Okay. Bring it on, Kleber. Yeah. All right. Gun reload. 2.6 seconds base. When Fearless Brawler kicks in, it will get better for some length of time. Probably down to like 2.3 or 2.2. This is wild. This is a weird boat, man. All right. Let's put some flags on her. Toronto and you. Okay. All right. Now, what is the name of this, actual name of this boat? One of the Alberto de Gusano class cruisers planned to be converted into a fast anti-aircraft ships based on a 1938 design. Proposal involved replacing all 8 152mm main guns with 16 state-of-the-art 90mm dual-purpose mounts. So, this is like an Italian Atlanta? Kind of? Kind of. This is a weird ship. The detection is insane. Like, you basically have to play behind somebody else. Like, with 8-kilometer detection, I have to play this thing like a spot cruiser and play it like a destroyer leader, you know, something, and play it behind another destroyer. The good news is, in this game, I have plenty of opportunity to do exactly that. So let's find a destroyer. Probably the Shimakaze on my other flank. And let's go make friends with them.
Hi, chat.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
We are trying out a bizarre new boat.
What is the bizarre new boat?
Huh?
What is this bizarre new boat?
It's an Italian destroyer with 16 3-inch guns.
I always said if there's a way to go, it would have something to do with women, whips, and oil.
What'd you say?
It's bobbing like a fishing bobber.
Well, it is small.
It's very small.
That is ridiculous. Imagine being an opposing destroyer and seeing that kind of shenanigans coming at you. Like, I think you just crap yourself. Yeah, look at this. Look how many guns. Look how many guns. Look at this. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, well, we found open deck space. Put another gun on it. Put another gun on it. It's like, what if the clans from BattleTech had built a World War II destroyer?
No kidding, right?
More guns. It needs more guns. All the guns. It needs more guns.
But does it overheat?
I don't know. That would
No,
that would make it if it overheats a lot, that would make it very intersphere.
I don't know. My mad kitty likes to be knocked.
Well, there's a little difference between the way the pods work and the tabletop works.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The only reason you're keeping up with me is Brisk. Oh, Chaser's actually on my team this game. Check it out. Yeah, let's see. Hands off. My base speed is literally 42 knots almost. Just cruising around for the F of it. Here's 42 knots.
And no whiskey thief. I have coffee, so.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Well, I had to go by the bank, so I went by the Chick-fil-A. Too.
Oh, well, of course, like you do.
As you do.
Chaser's 38. So I got about three and a half knots on you there, Chaser. Somebody's in B, but I ain't going out there to find out who it is.
You guys suck.
Okay, Shima, my buddy.
Let's rock.
You are playing way too far back here. And you're about to torpedo this submarine. Wow. You literally just torpedoed.
Kill your own teammate?
Literally just torpedoed the sub.
I don't know what he hoped he was going to accomplish.
Me neither. All right, I'm lit. There's a Shima up here.
Can't leave my ride
Let's
behind.
pop the speed boost and have some fun, shall we?
Much better.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Well, this thing
is gonna
handles like
fuck
a
up my
pig.
hair.
Typhoon class would handle better.
Wow.
I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Wow. So, you literally can do nothing. Like, if this Pansy Shimakaze... Like, I'm worthless. I'm absolutely worthless in this boat unless I have somebody with the balls to play in front of me. And that guy ain't it.
Have to have somebody playing part of the Marine bullet sponge, right? Wow.
Interesting.
So that's a no then.
We'll see. One game is not an immediate. One game is not a telltale sample point, right? Well, you say face detecting is sub. My frustration is he should not be able to hit me with all those torpedoes, but that boat handles like a pig, so it's so easy for him to do it. I'm used to when I'm 2 kilometers from a submarine and a destroyer, that guy's dead, right? This thing handles terribly. For him to shove just torpedoes down my throat, I should absolutely be able to just dodge them, but you can't. So that doesn't feel very awesome. So once again, I'm totally reliant on people to spot for me that don't exist. They've spawned me on a flank, all by myself. The only advantage that I have here is that it's standard battle, so there's no pressing need for me to run forward.
Map's pretty at least.
You're probably right, Cab, but it's more, to me, a ship like this,
Fasten your seatbelts.
the way
It's
you get
gonna
value
be a
out of it is
bumpy
the shock
ride.
value of it, right? To be someplace, especially in the early game, where the opposing team doesn't expect you to be.
Better luck this
I mean, fingers crossed, I guess.
I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay, have fun. I'm starting to feel like in a div, this ship is probably a lot more entertaining. I don't know. And I don't like not having torpedoes. Like, you're all guns, baby. Now, the one thing that I could do, I could swing a little wide and play in front of this Duncan. I don't know why I would want to, but I could. It feels like a losing proposition. I do have 40,000 hit points. I didn't realize that till just now. I have a lot of hit points. For a destroyer, I even put an Elbing to shame. That's kind of cool. J-Freak, welcome in. Yeah, see, look at this. I mean, I am spotted from fracking orbit here.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Let's get speedy. Okay, that's actually legitimately hilarious. Just the sheer volume of fire you put out is absolutely riotously hilarious. It's a little like driving in Austin. Well, oh, that's bad. That's super bad. Yeah, I'm dead.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
Oh, I didn't realize that the idiot battleship had died behind me. Wow. In a ship like this, to be that vulnerable to opposing destroyers is really infuriating. No, Xander, you're fine. I'm legit curious. It's unique, right? Well, yes and no, Wix. Like, it's possible to just hold down left mouse button and sheer volume will get you some damage. My frustration is that the thing handles so badly. I mean, and you just can't in a Cab, I doubt it. I don't think so. I wouldn't want to play this thing in an op. I wouldn't want to play this thing in an op. Because as soon as you get shot, you just get murdered. Man, I don't know. It's different. I'm going to give it that. It's kind of different. I don't know that it's good. All right, they've got 2-3 radars, which is going to feel absolutely terrible. The other thing is that, you know what I should have done? What I forgot that game? I forgot to use my little full pen button, right? You probably can just leave it on unless you're specifically fighting another destroyer. So let's just engage it. Yeah, 3.3 is not that bad. Yeah, Wix, that's reasonable.
It's go time.
All right, now let's see if this salmon can do things for me here. You know what this boat starts to remind me of a little bit? It's like a Kitakami. Kitakami is torpedo extreme. This boat is like gun extreme. You have 8-kilometer detection. You're not remotely stealthy. You know, you're wholly reliant on other people to spot for you. And if they can't or won't, with 11.4 kilometers of range, I don't know what you're going to hit. I really do think you need the range mod. That at least gives you some more room to farm out battleships or something. See, look at this salmon, right? He's going to go to the map edge, so I am worthless in this position. You can't, if you don't div with friends, don't buy this boat. I'll tell you straight up. You'll hate it. I'm already kind of hating it. Because you get these, I need this guy to spot and contest caps. And he's like, nope, I'm going to run over here and be completely worthless. Great. So it's like, the Vyazma might be able to spot for me in a minute. Maybe. All right, Viasma. He's literally lit for you, buddy.
This is a force to be reckoned with.
I think little Uland is slowly realizing the depth of his mistake here. And I've got a submarine in front of me. Did you notice?
Coochie, coochie. Coochie, coochie. Coochie, coochie.
Probably time to back off. I've pushed really far up here and coughed up a whole bunch of HP. It's probably time to go be somewhere else.
Another day.
Especially since the entire team ran to the other cap. That's going to be a problem.
Oh, lucky shot.
Hey, look! The salmon is 38 miles from being useful. Who could have predicted it? He's barely even here. He's playing almost behind our battleships.
Coochie, coochie.
The good news is if this Ulan shows up... Oh, no, I can't even attempt this, Cap, because the frackin' Moskva's going to rat me out. This entire side of the map is a waste of my time. I've been left to die by this team.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks. I'm gonna feel that one today. Time to put on the beer goggles. This is a force to be reckoned with. I'm gonna feel that.
Complete waste of my game.
This really pisses me off.
So, here's the bottom line, chat. If you play in a div a lot, you might enjoy this boat. But otherwise, do not waste your money. Your teammates in random battles will leave you to die, and you will accomplish very little. So, yeah, I'm done. I want to play a destroyer. This is not a destroyer. This is a light cruiser. It's 100% incorrectly classed. This thing should not get destroyer matchmaking. It's terrible. That's awful. To give that destroyer matchmaking is unconscionable. Jacksonville. Yes, let's go play something that's fun. Let's see. Here. Yeah, I would never. Yeah, don't play that. Don't play that boat solo. You'll just hate your life. It's absolutely brutal. Oh yeah, how do you get rid of that camo? Man, I haven't played this ship in a while apparently. Yeah, 200. I'll spend that. Ooh, black, love it. I think I like the. I kind of like that better though. It's a little more thematic. A lot, J Freak. I own nearly everything. I have 7. My port says 720. It's a lot. No, you don't need this. You bring your own smoke. You don't need someone else to smoke for you. You need someone else to spot for you. And clearly, submarines that place 7 kilometers behind your battleships are not going to do it. Let's see. This is good. This is fine. That's all good. Yep. I went full AA build on this boat, as I recall, because I wanted to see. I wanted the lulls, and this boat is hilarious. You don't need IFHE. That's what the funny button is for. So we should. Yep. No IFHE in this build. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Jax. Now this will have. I'll have some crappy time and queue here, but just because of reasons. Yeah, I agree, Roke. It looks hilarious, and truth be told, it is hilarious. But I don't know that it's fun. It's incredibly frustrating because you can't really contest caps. You can't really kill things without a spotter. Like if you're playing a boat in a div all the time, that boat would be hilariously fun. Div that up with a gearing and just go destroy things. It would be that would actually be legit hilarious. But not on your own. Don't try to play that boat on your own. All right, matchmaking means we get no carriers. Figures. Let's push mid and see what we can do. I got Gabe into Puerto Rico. Chaser into St. Vincent. Now, how do I trigger this again? Just shell hits, right? Yeah, just volume of fire.
Love, exciting and new. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Staying alive. Staying
Gabe.
alive. Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right, let's get up here and see if we can defend B. They have 3 destroyers and a sub. Their sub will be all the way on the left flank because they always mirror spawn. So we shouldn't see him for a spell. He'll be over at A for a little while. We'll have at least 1 sub spawning mid. I'm sorry, 1 destroyer spawning mid. And then 2 over here on the 9-10 line. So we'll have to see if one of them tries to go mid or not. It's my 5-second reload. Oh, so many guns. So good. So many guns. All the guns. I remember playing this ship during testing and just absolutely so much fun. One of the few super ships that I really, really enjoy. This one, and Annapolis is just busted as hell.
Say hello to my little
Oh, I want to put up
friend.
my hydro range just so I can see it. There we go. Someone's in B, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means. Hey, what is up?
Coochie, coochie. Coochie, coochie.
Now, the Jotlin's got somebody behind him.
Coochie, coochie.
Do I go out there? Let's do it. Let's be stupidly aggressive and see what we get. Kurfürst is turning in. I thought there was somebody back here, but there isn't. How interesting. Oh, there is. It's the other Jacks.
Now this is a force to be reckoned with. Much better.
Yeah, I'm just going to break this guy in half now. Totally worth it. What up, Chaser? I'm playing this boat in the dumbest way possible. I'm a dead man and Chaser's going to murder me. Goodbye, game. Let's see if I can ram this other Jacksonville. Probably not. Nah, I'm going to run into an island because I suck at life. Goodbye, cruel game. I should never have done that, and it was so totally worth it. I'm doing that again. But this time with 100% less chase the team. Oh, no. That did not work. We're already 4 ships down. That game's already a loss. That game's already a loss, and I sort of don't care. Let's go try again. I needed a laugh. Oh, I needed a laugh. We'll close things out a little bit with a Fletcher or a gearing game or something. My working theory in Jacksonville is if you get the opportunity to murder a destroyer, you should take it. I grossly over-prosecuted that Jutland. It was like, I should never have done what I did. Or if I did, what I should have done would have been to cut to starboard and like try to get into that little channel behind him. But, nah, it's, you know, whatever. It was a terrible trade. And I sort of care and sort of don't. Yeah, it's irritating, Gabe, when you get in these games where people just refuse to fight. There's you know, earlier we had that game in Gambia, right? So it's like there's this irritating balance between brain-dead battleships who only know how to press W and drive forward until dead, and coward battleships who don't ever move until the game is over and they've racked up 20,000 damage with their 16-inch guns, right? So it's like there is a middle ground, but it feels like nobody realizes it. I really want some planes. Jacksonville loves eating planes. So delicious. Yeah, I do too, Wix. Part of my problem is I try to stay mini-map aware. But it's very common when you get into those kind of tunnel-visioned moments that you're not looking at the mini-map, right? I find that I do better keeping an eye on the mini-map when I play a destroyer, at least in general. Because as a destroyer, there are times you can be confident that you're either not spotted or you're not going to be spotted, and you can take a minute to kind of assess the strategic situation. All right, let's look at the mini-map. All right, let me think about this for a minute. But when you're playing a cruiser, you very commonly don't get that luxury. You're spotted by somebody. You're constantly under fire. You're constantly maneuvering. I mean, I'm just generalizing, but it's a lot more complicated to map evaluate in especially a light cruiser. And a heavy cruiser, you can generally get away with it a little more reliably. Like when I play a Hindenburg or a Des Moines, yeah, it's much more doable. When you play a light cruiser, good luck. Ooh, 2 carriers in the queue. Come on, carrier. Let's go, carrier. Please let me murder airplanes. Ooh, I think I might have gotten to murder airplanes. Please let me murder airplanes. Now, I'll be honest here. Jacksonville got what? These minor buffs, right? A small nerf to her gun, reload. A little better main battery turret. And a little better forward gun maneuverability. This ship didn't need a lot. She was already really good. So, let me think. Each one of these blocks is 4.8.
All right, let's go.
If I sit behind this island, my radar won't cover this cap. If I sit right here on the northern edge, my radar will cover it. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, we'll go close things out here in a minute with a good old destroyer game. I haven't played a single destroyer game tonight, and I can tell. It's bugging me, right? I need one. I need it. Yes, exactly. I need my fix. Oh, yeah. Wix is right. Technically, I did play a destroyer. Xanda, not a very good one. Also not played very well. I'll own that, right? There's the learning curve on that boat is very steep. Xanda, I'm glad you suggested it. I would never have looked at that shit probably otherwise. I mean, I knew it was out there, but since it wasn't in my port, I would have just been like, whatever, I'll deal with it later. So I'm kind of glad you suggested it. It forced me to go look at it. And it's just steel. I don't care. I can always get more steel. Not sure what this ZF6 is doing. I guess he's just going to go play extremely wide on this cap. And when I say extremely wide, I mean extremely wide. Loot boxception. No Hujam, I'm not quite familiar with what that is. Okay, this ZF6 is going to enrage me because he's the one spotting.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Jack, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Great. Fun game.
Really pisses me off.
Let me know when the fun starts.
You did. You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
Welcome.
Who we got? J-Freak with the follow. Thank you much. Welcome in. Although I get the impression J-Freak was here the other day when we were doing boats. I mean, doing cards. Well, I'm not sure if the Alaska dunked on me or the Schlieffen. Looks like he dunked on the Schlieffen. I can live with it.
Now this is a force to be reckoned with. Much better.
I'm on you like stink on shit. GGG.
Yep, super fun game. Left to die by the entire team. Guys, why did the entire...
Now this is a force to be reckoned with.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Oh, wait. I'm spotted because of the Jaeger, probably.
Much better.
Waste of time. Pardon me a minute while I just downvote every single ship in the corner of this map. What a complete waste of time. Dear God. Yes, I'm aware. The Z46 is like, I'll just screw everybody. What a total joke. They actually won some of those games. That's a little surprising to me. Yeah. High tier randoms, ladies and gentlemen. Don't waste your time. J Freak, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I've got more plans for Unlimited. It's a question of how we get there, right? I've had a lot of people ask me if I'm going to Richmond to do. Yeah, no joke, Cab. I've had a lot of people ask me if I'm going to Richmond to do that sectional. I am not. Truth be told, there's kind of no point. There's no need. There are. I know that the McClunky guys are going, and they do fabulous coverage. They'll have it covered. I've had some people ask me if I'm going to go to Minnesota to do the regional. Right now, I have no plans for any of that. I just don't. It's too cost prohibitive. Yes, Scott. I was very, very happy with the stream. I had a lot of good feedback, a lot of views. It was very, very well received. That stream went more or less exactly the way I wanted it to go, which if you had told me that was going to happen 3 or 4 days before, I would have called you a liar, but it definitely worked out well. Everything came together nicely. We had more viewers on Sunday, but that's not surprising because Sunday was like the big games, right? The playoffs and stuff. So. All right, let's see where we're at here. Pure Tier 9. They have 1 radar. I don't outspot the Benham. I do outspot the... Okay, so I'm tied on the Z and the... Okay. So I probably don't want to go hang out in B too long. I very well might go play in mid and just hang around mid. It did Adeldrell. It absolutely did dominate. I'll be honest, the finals was a Django mirror match. They were close games, but watching it is it's a little painful because it's like, I try to make a play, I exhaust your stuff. I try to make a play, I exhaust your stuff. We stare at each other and go to the next turn. Like, it's just, it felt pretty awful. The guy who won had definitely done a better job, I think, teching for the mirror. Had definitely put some thought into how he was going to approach the mirror. So he deserved the win for sure. Want to get around the side here.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Much better.
Another day, another disembowelment.
Okay. To avoid the smoke for a spell. What? No. Come on.
This is gonna fuck them.
What in the... What? What is with this garbage, random luck chuck blind torps? Give me a break.
You did. You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
RPF doesn't know where I'm going to be. It only knows where I am. He can't luck chuck me as long as I keep moving. RPF only tells you where they are. It doesn't tell you where they're going. For all I know, I'm heading directly away from him. He doesn't know. I need to log out for the night, but I refuse to log out with this disastrous series of train wreck garbage games that I keep having. When there's 80 people in queue, why does it take 60 seconds for me to get a battle? What the hell? Only one radar, no planes, 6 battleships. All right, so for a torpedo build Fletcher, I should have lots of good opportunities here, except that well, no, this is Sea of Fortune, so good luck, I suppose. I mean, maybe Cab. If people if that's what people want to do to win, I can't stop them, and frankly, I quit caring about stream sniping a long time ago. Like, if you're that desperate for a win, that more power to you, I'll just go play against somebody else. Now let's swing this way, and then I'll cut across the top of the cap.
Born to be wild. Love, exciting and new.
Kidda, Jaeger. Okay, the Jaeger and the Isashio are going to be a problem.
Come on a safari with me.
Kidda's not bad if I've got a little bit of support, which I don't, because my battleships are like, move forward. What is that? Wow. Are you a radar Neptune or what? Smoke. All right, well, we'll figure it out, I guess. I keep moving out in front of my team, trying to spot and contest caps, and it's like I'm wasting my time. I have so little support right now out here. So, J-Freak, yes, I am going to do a video for all of that. I'm going to try and get it done this weekend. I got to put the cameras back up in the studio and a couple other odds and ends. But yes, it's 100% something I'm going to do. A lot of folks want to know, and I'm happy to share. It's not like it's a trade secret or something. Okay, so I'm spotted by something not in the cap. Really? And this Isashio is doing very odd things. He doesn't really frighten me all that much because he can't torpedo me. So I can literally just charge him and steal his smoke, and there's pretty much nothing he can do about it.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks. Much better. This is a force to be reckoned with. I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Wow. Because my team is playing 38 miles behind the cap, I lose because there's battleships on top of me. Right.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Like,
That's how we do it. Damn, I love this job.
we're done. I'll raid Zelda. I'll raid anybody as long as I can stop playing Warships. You're not wrong, Night Owl. You're not wrong. I'll tell you straight up, guys. I'm starting to seriously question whether I'll still be playing boats in a year. I really am. I love trying to help people get better. I love making videos, but streaming it has become so painful. So painful. You know, these people zone in with their precious ships, and it's like, do you want to fight or not? Look where you are. You've barely moved. The enemy team is sitting on top of cap circles. Where are you? 3 kilometers, 6 kilometers back. Who's going to win? I know. I can tell you already who's going to win. Easy peasy. Very sad. Very sad. Yeah, well, so lack of teamwork is, I mean, that's a thing in boats, right? Like, teamwork has never really been a thing in boats. It's incredibly rare in randoms, right? But man, yeah, Gabe, I gotta do something. I will say this. So let's talk real briefly about streams coming up. I have boats on the schedule next Thursday. I'll keep that. Next Friday is a day off for me. I will probably put some Hell Let Loose on the schedule. There's a new map out that I want to try that I have not played. Heather would like me to play some SWTOR. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't played SWTOR in like a year and a half. Yeah, I need to finish. I don't even remember what I was playing last. Smuggler, I think. I can't remember. No, I wasn't Trooper. I'm almost positive it wasn't Trooper. I may try to get some Unlimited on the table on Monday night. I need to get in there and get cameras set up and film some videos. I want to film some videos based on what went on in Denver and talk through some people, talk through some things, talk to people about some things. There we go. I'll come up with it in a minute. But I got a lot on my plate to get done this weekend. So we're going to see. But that's what I would like to do. At a minimum, I want to set up a camera in there and talk through what I have organized for Unlimited, how I stream it, what needs to improve. Like, because my setup is functional for the gear that I have. But if you're going to do it from scratch, if you're that bold, you don't want to buy what I have, because what I have is not good for travel. As Ginger will tell you, not good for travel.
But hey, I got to skip weight day at the gym.
That's true. I actually came back. I walked like 20,000 steps a day in Denver, so I came back a few pounds short. Woo, let's go.
That's like a trip to Disney World.
Yeah, it literally was. It was like 6 miles a day, 7 miles a day. It was a lot. A lot of walking on that garbagey concrete floor in the convention center. Almost as bad as the chairs. Almost as bad as the chairs. The chairs in that convention center were terrible. Literally, Ian literally saved our butts. And I mean that in the most literal sense I can. Because we went in there on Friday and we set up and we sat in these garbagey plastic chairs. And he looks at me and he goes, I can't do this for 12 hours. He's like, we got to do something. I'm like, well, there's a Target a few blocks away. Let's go buy some like seat cushions, you know, like you would put for your kitchen table, right? Your kitchen, you buy wooden chairs for your kitchen. You put a little seat cushion in it. Same, you know, $7-8 made of foam. Good enough. So we go over there. Nothing. And he looks at me and goes, I got this. Like, what are you going to do? He goes, you'll see. We get back to the hotel and he takes the little, like we have like an L-shaped sofa in the room. He takes the throw pillows off the sofa and puts them in a bag. And he goes, we'll sit on these. That's what we did. We carried our pillows out of like the little like throw pillows off the sofa out of the hotel to the convention center, and we sat on those for 2 days. And when we were done, we put them back. It was hilarious. So Xander, the deal I made with Ian before we left was because, you know, he invested his time and his money to come and do this with me, and his wife was super So Jay Freak, whole different story about chairs. We'll talk about this later. His wife was super chill letting him come. We're going to take them out to dinner. That was my deal. I was like, I said, you and your wife pick a restaurant. We're going to take you out. Our treat, as a thank you for all of the time and energy you put in making this happen. So that was the thing. Who is that? Claudio, I've played a little bit of everything. We've done on stream. I did the what's the Sith Jedi one? The Sith Warrior story. And then I feel like I did another one. Have I done the Inquisitor story? I don't remember. Yeah, because I'm a big Force Lightning guy. I don't think so. On my own, I have finished the Agent and what's the Jedi Consular. I've done the Agent and the Consular. I did the Jedi Knight story on stream. We did the Jedi Knight story and the Sith Warrior story on stream. The Jedi Knight story is boring. It's so rote. Ooh, J Freak, I already own it. I bought a copy of Dark Forces Remastered. Ooh, I got to stream that. That would be so much fun. I got to do that. So yes, I've got lots of things that I should be doing on the PC, but I've got so much work to do with the Unlimited stuff as well. So lots of things coming. Anyway, over the next week, so possibly some Unlimited Monday. I want to try and make that happen. Next Thursday for boats, and probably next Friday for some Hell Let Loose. So keep that in mind. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to find somebody to raid. Chat wanted me to raid Zelda. Let's go see if she is still online. I'm going to have a quick peek. She's usually... Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not usually on Wednesdays, so I don't know if it's her schedule or not. Oh, Velma's on. I got to go say hi to Velma. Yep, there's Zelda. She looks like she's just kind of come online here. Yeah, she's been on about that. We'll raid Zelda. That's awesome. That'll work. That'll get the job done. Oh, why did this not work? Come on. Come on. There's the raid. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the deal was. All right, listen. Hope to see you on Monday, assuming I get all my crap together. Otherwise, I will absolutely see you next Thursday night at a minimum, and Friday for some pew-pew, Axis, and Allies sort of stuff, okay? Y'all take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you later. Peace.